Hello everybody, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be on the air.
You want to make a comment?
What's up? How's it going, folks? Nice to see you folks in here. I was going to come on way earlier, but there's a lot of stuff going on in downtown LA right now. I was watching pretty wild stuff. So also some scanner listings too. So I have a little trouble picking up LAPD where I'm at, but I could pick them up. Nice to see you in here, everybody. Ian was I think he's the first one, and Dustin right after, right? Yeah. You won the award today. You win nothing. I should have a sound effect for that. Nothing. Okay, so I'm on FT8 right now. I'll be jumping to voice here in a little bit. By the way, I'm going to try some more 40 meters. I had a fun time on 40 meters the other night. My match, my SWR on 30 meters has gone to poo-poo. I'm like almost 2. 1.9, almost 2. You're all FT8 out? All right. I just sent you a message on or posted something on X, so just ignore that. Y'all done, huh? Sweetwater County, Wyoming, which I have. So I'm just looking. I'm a county hunting right now. If I go to, you know what? I'm going to go to 15. 15's still open right now. $40 is not quite open for me yet. The sun's still out, so. You had a failed POTA tonight or today, huh? I've not had one of those yet, but I'm sure I'm going to get one. I'm going to try my darndest, but it happens. If Neo wasn't at the last one, N6 VHF I did, I would have had a failed one because I had a bunch of noise like you did. Over at the Butterfield Trail, whatever they call it. I just had some tacos, so I'm pretty full right now. What's happening in the world of ham radio? I watched a little bit of Josh's stream, ham radio crash course, and sounds like he's having a bear of a time with that new Yaesu. That's unfortunate. What do they call that? Testing, not alpha, beta testing. God, sorry. I shut my brain off. Yes, I just got them on. In fact, Colin, I think I got them a little while ago on 15. Maybe it was 17. I got them on 17. Are they still on 15? See if I can get them because they're in the Pacific, right? Yes. Do what the man says right here. Dakota, nice to see you in here, dude. Yes. South Pacific, I think, if I recall right. So do we have to pay to get these QSOs going? Because I got them on 3 bands. Adam liked the stream. I appreciate it. Let's go for 50 likes tonight. I'm sorry I came on so late. Once again, my wife was nice enough to bring me some dinner, and I got here a little bit later than we both wanted. So that's another reason why. And I had somebody stop over. Oop, sorry. Where was I at here? Oh, there he is. There he is, Colin. There he is. Minus 22. I think I can get him. All right, Colin, you're going to see. I want to get him on like 5 bands. All good. Don't kill yourself trying to stay awake. That's for sure. I appreciate you staying up here and staying awake here. Let me go. You guys are going to see an echo here. I apologize. That's very bad in the video world. Oh. What is it? T3 0 2 T's or 1 T? I got him on 2. So I just got him recently on the other one. So how much is the price? $7. Come on. That's ridiculous. So you can't do Logbook of the World? I don't want to pay for my hobby. I want to get it for free. I already paid for my radios. I don't want to pay to make contacts, although I've done it before. What would you guys do in that situation? What is that noise coming from? Oh, it's Hamstick. You're full of noise. Don't blow our ears out, please. I thought it was something in the room there. Bands are excellent today. I saw a lot of DX on. I got a couple new DX CCs today, or at least on the bands. By the way, I got rid of one of my scanners. One of my 8 scanners I think I have. You guys seen him in? Yes. You guys seen him in the chat? He might be joining us. He bought my 996XL or XT or XLT, the Bearcat. Most of my digital here sucks. I can only pick up the LAPD sometimes, so kind of worthless to have that beautiful scanner. Very powerful. He's like, how many channels is it? I'm like, they don't do it by channels anymore. And he's like, what? It's all space driven, so it's like 25,000 channels or whatever. Hamstick, are you still in the North Shore?
No, I finished about 1 a.m. and I was back home about 2:30.
I'm surprised the H1 wasn't closed for repairs like it normally is in the middle of the night. At the Viaduct.
Take the H1.
You don't have to take the H1?
H2.
H2. My bad.
Yeah, I was up on the North Shore. Yeah, I only did 8 hours. And I probably should have done 2 4-hour shifts instead of just 8 hours straight through, because 8 hours is just too much time.
How did you have enough battery last that long?
I was with the QRP.
Oh.
5 watts.
5 watts. You make it to California, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I got 225 contacts.
That's pretty good. It's more than what I probably would have gotten.
Yeah. The battery was fine. I used 123 amp hour. I forgot to put the battery meter on it, so I don't actually know how much battery I used.
That would have been a good test.
I brought 2 23 amp hours, a 12 and a 10, and I didn't even finish off the 23.
You have to send that radio away?
No. This was a 705, so this is just going to go in my luggage, in my carry-on.
Are you going to get a license of origin where you're at? Ooh,
I applied for one like 3 weeks ago.
Ooh. I'm getting T30 TTT. So maybe I don't know. Maybe you can explain.
3 T's?
Yeah, it is 3 T's.
All right.
T30 TTT. So, wow, where was that at? The club call thing.
Western Kiribati, huh? I'm gonna see. Do I need Western Kiribati?
So, I'm a little confused here on this. I don't know. Does he do Logbook of the World?
It's Rebel DX. Yes, they do. You have to pay though.
$7. So I'm gonna try to get him on. I know I got him on at least 2 more bands.
Yeah, and it's unlimited QSOs with them. So you pay once, and it's all of them from that trip. So wait till the end.
I just got another band. Woohoo! It says so in QRZ. I'm too lazy to look, Colin. I'm trying to make conversation, dude. This is how you content create, right? I ain't got time to read.
Are they Western or Eastern Kiribati?
Let's take a look again here. North. This is North, whatever. Tarawara. Did I say that right?
Yeah, but I gotta figure out what. Okay, so Eastern Kiribati is T32. I think Western is T30. So I have them 10 through 40 already.
Man, 10 has been like nothing the last couple weeks. Last week.
Yeah. And I don't have an 80 meter antenna to even try to get them.
BK2's in here. South Coast, Australia. So what's that, Brisbane? Have you been to Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, the Australians might say that I haven't been to the Australia, but I've been to Darwin.
I understand what you're saying. So
like
going to Sydney's technically that's Australia, right?
Yeah, I mean going to Darwin is like saying, "Oh yeah, I've been to the United States. I've been to Georgia."
You could have said Florida.
Yeah, Florida, whatever. I mean, just like pick out one state that like if you're like, "Oh, I've been to the United States, like I've been to New York City or I've been to LA or Chicago."
Well, LA's in
Savannah,
California.
Georgia.
Wait a minute. LA's in California. That's a whole different deal.
You know what I mean, though? Like, if you say, hey, I'm going to Australia, people are like, oh, are you going to Perth? Are you going to Sydney or Brisbane?
It's Brisbane.
Or Brisbane. Yeah, whatevs. It's like, oh, yeah, I've been to, Rapid City, South Dakota.
So he's been to a port owned by
Not to
China.
slight on any of the cities. I'm just saying,
I know. I know what you're saying. I get it. Have you been to Darwin there, Colin?
I don't think it was owned by China when I went there. It was 2010.
Oh, Hong Kong?
No, Darwin.
Oh.
I went to Hong Kong in 2011.
I almost went to this. I forget where this big old giant rock is in Australia, and we got talked out of it.
Okay. So it looks like before China took over the port.
China. So 10 is completely doo-doo. I think I got that guy at 17, didn't I? T30 TTT. Is that what it is? I already got him on 17. I already got him on 20. I already got him on 30. I got him on 15, so I need him on 40. 40 and 80. 40, I got to wait till midnight. What does California belong to?
So it's not a hot take that Hong Kong is part of China. They've been part of China for like a decade.
I thought longer.
Okay, at least a decade.
Yeah.
An interesting thing about Taiwan is the former Chinese government. I think.
Aries Rock, yes. That's it. Alice Springs, yep.
the government of China fled to Taiwan. So maybe Taiwan is the real China.
China. They speak Chinese there, right? Or Mandarin or whatever?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Either
We have to ask
Cantonese.
Seth that because he was just there for like 10 days. Aries Rock, yes, we got talked out of it. Yeah, 1998. That's what I thought. I thought it was 96, but yes, 98.
Yeah, so 25 plus
I was
years.
going to say 96. What was I going to say here? I was going to say something, and I spaced.
You were going to say, Eric, you did such a great job on the FT8 contest.
Oh, FT8 isn't
Crushed
real
it.
radio, dude. Did you watch any of the you watched some of the HRCC last night, right?
No, I watched a little bit. Cell phone was kind of
I guess they had trouble with that new FTX1 or whatever, FX1 or whatever.
That's because Yaesu's like, you know what we need? We need a different cat control protocol for every single radio, and let's not do like what Icom does with CI5. Like,
let's see if I can get this guy in 40. I don't think Yaesu sucks. I just think
you can get the Yaesu to work.
They're different.
You can get it to work if you don't want to use cat control.
We got somebody that's listening to our poor bot here.
Box.
I'm sorry, I just talked over you, but I just wanted to say hi to him. Say that again.
You can use Vox and just manually control the frequency. Like, you don't need cat control.
It's nice and helpful.
I wonder if you can use RTS for cat.
Cats. I like cats.
Yeah. Or like if you could use a digirig or something. But also, who thought, let's release a radio without having the cat control stuff already out there? Like,
they wanted to get it out. I mean, I get it because people get frustrated, and it's like the ID52 took forever.
You know the problem is though, it's their own fault. No one would have been like, "Oh, I really want this radio. You have to release it now," had they not announced it a year ago. Right?
Correct.
Had they just kept the radio to themselves until it was further along? And what if they announced it at Dayton this year? And then they said, hey, it'll be available by the end of the year. Now they got 6 months extra to work on it. People would be excited, and no one would have been like, oh, man, they've been toying it for, telling us about it for a year.
I know how big corporations work. And I'm sure you understand, the salespeople are pushing it, the technical people. Make it happen, make it happen. We could sell 10,000 of these things with all the buzz.
What happens is they say, we need to get a product out there to counter the 705. And maybe if we announce our product now, people might buy the 705 might be like, you know what? I'll wait. Also, it really also kind of comes down to they don't care. They know we're going to buy it. We're going to complain about it. We're still going to buy it. And
I'm not going to buy it.
Next one comes out, we're going to buy it, and we're going to complain about it.
I'm not going to spend $1,800 on stuff that doesn't work.
But you weren't going to buy it anyway.
I was definitely thinking about it. I believe Yaesu is a big company. They're not like a smaller company like Flex.
Don't even get me started on Flex.
See, this is why I like not being sponsored by anything, because I could just totally speak my mind.
Like, you can call me an Icom fanboy, but it's if Icom releases a turd, I'm going to call it a turd. But I've been happy with their radios.
It's good. I mean, I'm happy with my 891 or whatever. It does a job. I got a really good price on the radio for it being new. It's 100,
Yeah.
100 watts. Display is easy to read. Menu system, not that great, but I'm used to dealing with menu systems.
And if you're going to only use sideband, like once you set your memory, you're done. So at least they have that. But it's kind of weird. So I have an 891. I have no interest in running digital modes or whatever on the 891 because I don't want to deal with it. 7300, sure. I'll go from sideband and then I'll go preset FT8 and I'm on FT8.
All right, here's a question. When was the last ICOM turd? And it is a genuine question, Ian. Everybody waited for that 52. And it pretty much promised on everything.
The V10?
The V what?
The HT that they released a year or two ago?
That was the ID52.
No. Not the ID52.
Oh, the little mini one? The scaled down version?
VHF only.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's probably not even a turd. It's just, is anybody buying it?
Well, they made like a special edition or something.
No, that's the ID50.
No, there is a whatever you just. I forget I think it's the ID53 or I'm
no,
like
it's not. No,
it's like a smaller version of it. It doesn't have a color display, and it's a special. One of them is like a special version, a special edition.
So, no, that's the ID50, which I have, which is the scaled down 52. The special edition is the ID52 Plus.
That's it. I'm sorry. Yes,
I'm talking about something else.
Okay.
I'm looking it up here. The IC10. Or I'm sorry, IC-T10. Or the IC-V86.
So those turds?
They're probably good, but they're not. They're just like a basic radio.
But they're solid. They work, right?
I mean, I've never used one because it looks like, if you pull one up, it looks like, the Baofeng UV82.
Okay. But I think our point we were talking about earlier, they're not releasing something that's not working. Their radio works. There's no complaints about it. Do we want it? I don't know. That's up to the consumer, but it's not like they release something and half the functions don't work on it. Or whatever.
Yeah, I've never heard. I guess Ken's saying that the V86 sells a lot. I've never heard a bad thing about it, but I've also just never heard of people using them.
I saw a couple ham radio videos.
But are people using them?
I'm running on Mac. It's solid.
I ran the entire Digi contest on my Mac last night.
Did you like it? Once I had K8 MRD in here, like tell me exactly what to press, this thing worked really well. I did have a memory issue error that you have to change in the registry. I'm not running the latest version.
I am. So my issue is because the movers took all my stuff, I don't have a USB cable for my 705 without a toroid on it. So when I transmit, I'll lose the connection between the 705 and my laptop. So I went out and bought Marcus's software, which it's decent software, but I already paid for it on my iPad, and I had to pay for it again on Mac.
Well, you could blame the Mac store for that.
No, because you can use iPad apps on an M series Mac. The developer has to go in there and just say, yeah, you can do that. And he said, no, pay me again. So I now paid him for the software again. And then I previously was using an audio interface tool so I could route my audio. But it was getting too fiddly, and I just said the heck with it, and I paid $100 for loopback. So to do this contest, I now spent $200, and loopback with the software has a 500 millisecond delay.
500.
Yes.
That's a half a second.
When you're running
what?
the smart SDR software into loopback into WSJTX.
Wait a minute. Loopback does not have a 500 millisecond delay. I'm using it right now to feed you.
Bro, okay, then it's Marcus's software has a 500 millisecond
That might be
delay.
the case, because I'm using it right now at this second. I'm using loopback, and it's not delayed 500 milliseconds.
Yeah, so basically my time drift in WSJTX was off because I didn't want to use Marcus's built-in FT8 because I'm going to be real with you, his software kind of sucks when it comes to FT8. Like, it works, but you can't do like respond to max distance, and it won't log for you. Like, you can manually log, but it won't log for you without the second redundant 73.
And that's why I said that it's Apple's fault, because that's what I meant by, because everything's different. Colin, what's up, Aaron?
So it's Ian. It's not different.
Colin, man, dude, Colin, I love having you in the chat, dude. And Matt, I don't know what that question was. That question or a statement? I don't know what that means.
So you can run iPad apps on a Mac. They work natively. I have multiple apps on my iPad, and I run the iPad version on my Mac, so I don't have to buy it again. A developer can go in there and say, no, you can't use my iPad app on a Mac. And that's what he did, so you have to pay him again. Because, like, my home security system, there's an iOS version, but there's no Mac version. So I just run the iOS version on the Mac.
How do you run it? How do you start up an exe file on a Mac?
You don't. EXE is Windows.
I know. So if it's only Windows, how do you run that program on a Mac?
I didn't say Windows. It's iOS. I run the iPad app on my Mac. Is someone else saying EXE? Because I
No. I thought you were running the Windows. You said Windows program, so I thought it was EXE.
No, iOS. I said iOS program.
Okay.
So iOS is iPhone, iPad.
When are you getting your iPhone?
I'm not. I might be even getting rid of my Android phone.
You gonna get the Tesla phone?
Yeah, if one comes out, yeah. But I may just go to a dumb phone. I'm tired of stuff tracking me.
I'm tired of... So I have all my alerts set on my car, and it's in service mode because the dealer or whoever has my car right now, it's been at 3 different places. And like every time they pull off a sensor, I'm getting all these sensor, blah, 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 disconnected. I'm like, great.
Yeah, even on the Mac and the iPad, I turn all the extra... I mean, there's less stuff on by default than Windows, but I turn out, like, I don't even use, was it AirShare? When you can send files.
The Bluetooth thing?
AirDrop. I have AirDrop turned off. Like, I don't want anything saved to the cloud. None of that crap.
The AirDrop is directly, it's Bluetooth to whatever's in close range. Because I remember I was at a bar in Hawaii, and this guy was like sending dick pictures to everybody at the bar to get reactions.
So
when they
Ian,
when it first opened, what's up there? Hello from Montreal. So
Ian, you don't need a new code base. iPad apps work on Mac. If you make an app for iPad, it works on Mac. You don't have to do anything else. They work. The developer just says, I don't want you to do this. It's not Qt, none of that, because he didn't build it in Qt or Python. It's Mac and iOS only.
Whose fault is that? So soon as the sun's setting right now, so I'm gonna get on 40 meters here in just a second. What the hell? Might as well do it right now.
Done the contest.
Huh?
You should have done the contest.
With what time? I had to
How
work.
much time was it?
I had to work.
So it was from 1800 UTC yesterday to New Day today. 30 hours. They have an 8-hour category.
Well, I had stuff to do in the morning, then I went to work. And I worked 10 hours yesterday, plus an hour commute on each side.
What about today?
I had to work today, too, this morning. I started at 8:30. I didn't get off till 4:30. 4:30, yeah.
Okay. I'm hearing excuses.
Oh, look, I'm just stating facts.
You could have found 8 hours.
You got to remember, it's hobby. It's not a job. And by the way, I've said this in the past. I would love one of these news vans. I think this would be cool. This is the perfect setup because it's got all the power running there. Those things normally have some sort of generator built in. Obviously, you have a big giant mast has the proper weight disbursement for the thing to go up. Some of them even have like kickstands or whatever you call it.
I wish they had a trailer. Well, I mean, some places make some. But if you could get like a 15 or 10 foot cargo trailer with a mast on it, I'd rather have that.
There was a guy in I don't know if you were on some of the nights. I talked to him in Colorado. He had something exactly what you said.
Yeah. Because I have a van that has a bed and a microwave and a shower in it. And I'd rather just pull a small 10-foot trailer behind me for radio than have another vehicle.
Great, man. I'm usually start about 6:30 my time, between 6:30 and 7. So this is actually a little bit later. Here goes the wideband, boys. I could probably talk to you on 40, no problem.
Flipping through them. If you're bored, it's nighttime, and you can't seem to...
I hear somebody talking in there.
It's all right. It's good enough. Yeah, well done, man. Yes, it does.
Hamstick, make your own program.
No, I'm done with the software development world.
I'm surprised you're not working for like a company because you'd probably be banking right now. Okay, so 243.
Yeah, I mean, I got offered a job a couple years ago from a friend. With a yearly bonus, it was over 200,000.
What were you thinking?
I get retirement in 4 years. That's forever.
And then you can go work somewhere else and make more money.
Yeah.
So you just got to suck it up.
Yep.
In Bangladesh or wherever you're going.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to make some contacts here on 40 meters. So my goal, okay, so last time I was on, my goal is I want to get the 100. Try it, dude. You're like, what area of town are you in? You in downtown, you said? You're down by Gaslamp or something? By the way, I've probably been to New York City more than I've been to San Diego, just to let you know. It's good food down there. There's a Gaikaku right there. So I want to get this to 100. I got 3 new ones last time. That's pretty good. It's gonna go. Oh, you're gonna go. You're wireless? No wonder. Gaikaku.
Yeah, the movers took my entire
Japanese
household infrastructure.
You guys ready for some radio?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
K6EGG and 6KEN. Any copy?
Got it allowed. 5x9 copy on you.
Yeah. Good evening, Greg. And 6KEN Ken up in Sacramento. Yeah, you're about a 5 and 757.
Copy that. Good to it's nice to have your antenna up and everything again, dude. 40 meters is pretty good for us, I think, right? This time of night?
Actually, that time around you're 5 over 9. Yeah, doing really well tonight. 20 was hanging in there for a while, too.
Yeah, I might try to get some Europe DX here. That usually starts popping in about 2 hours after sunset. So I'm going to try that out maybe. But it's Sunday, so who knows?
Yeah, Roger. All right, well, I'll let you call CQ. I just had the frequency on. I was following you along.
Copy that. Appreciate it. At least maybe somebody else hears you, and maybe they'll see me, and we'll make some more contacts out here. So I appreciate that. N6KN, K6EGG, Southern California.
This place is burning right now, too.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, about 37.8 miles east of a burning downtown Los Angeles.
November 5 Delta India Mike.
November 5 Delta India Mike, you're about a 5-5 down here in Southern California, down the Interstate 5.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're good. You're about 5'9" here in Sacramento. Name's Tony. I believe I worked you before. I think I was talking on a 10-tech Corsair. Tonight we're running a Gimlet TS820S that we picked up at the N7 RCA swap meet yesterday. Over.
Copy that. Actually, you're 5'9". I had to roll down about 8 kcs to dial you in, so you might be just a tad off frequency, but good signal down here in Southern California. It sounds like, didn't you get to play with a new microphone, I think, last time, too?
Yeah, I was testing out some stuff, and I went back and looked on your YouTube channel and watched it. That was outstanding what you were doing there. Good program.
Oh, copy that. I appreciate it. I'm actually doing it right now, so if you want to check out, see how this new radio sounds. I think the other ones sound a little bit louder, to be 100% honest with you.
Oh, I'm sure it did. I turned the mic gain up a little bit right there. I'm only running just under 100 watts, but I'm out here in the shop, and my test antenna is just an end fed that runs out through the backyard about 20 feet off the ground. Over.
Well, copy that. Just to let you know, I am at 24293, so I'm off 7 kcs now. Kind of starting to drift a little bit.
Yeah, so I just getting her going. I'll get her figured out. I'm reading 243 even, and I only got one digit past the decimal point, not a couple. So, and it's got a mechanical dial with a small little frequency counter on. I don't know if you remember the 820, but even though it was badass in this day, it's nothing like what we get to run today. Over.
If I recall, actually, I think I do remember. I was shaking my head. That has like the blue limited display, right?
Yeah, right at the very top. I have an 830 also, and I've got about 3 830s 820s, I think 4 520s. You know, they're all hybrids. They're transistor until they get to the final PA, and then it's a 12 DY7 driving a couple of 6146s. Over.
Copy that. It sounds like you got a lot of stuff to play with there. I wish I had the counter space here. I just got a bunch of junk here. But I feel for you, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. And you said you got this at a swap meet, a local swap meet up there in the Sacramento area?
No, I drove over to Minden, Nevada, man.
Can be. Laser.
N7 RCA puts on a swap meet on his property out there in Minden, Nevada. He's got like 5 acres out there, and you can come
Cano
a couple
beam.
of days
Look that up.
of it and bring your motor home, pitch a tent, whatever you want to do. And it's a lot of old military gear, a lot of boat anchor stuff. There's people with new stuff also, but it's a great swap, man. Good people out there. I have a great time, man. This was my 3rd year going, and I plan on going every year until we can. Over.
Copy that. Well, it sounds like you got a good thing going there.
Yeah, I picked up an extremely rare Drake UV3, which was a 2-meter 220 440 rig. Picked up a set of the Kenwood Gold Twins, the 599 receiver and transmitter. Picked up another Drake TR3. Picked up some Kenwood, Heathkit stuff, but I'm going to turn that on to my buddy. He's a big Heathkit nut, but we had a great time, brother.
Copy that, man. Cool deal, man.
Hey, what's your YouTube channel again?
If you just type my call letters in, K6EGG, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, I should be the first thing that pops up there.
Alrighty, well, hey, brother, thanks again, man. I heard you out here a few nights ago. I was getting a Swan 500 online, but
He likes having different radios. I like that.
5 watts out on 80 and 40, and it's pretty solid. It doesn't drift too bad at all. Not like some of the Swans. This one's pretty rock solid.
Yeah, copy that. I still miss my TS2000. It's sitting broken in my my closet right now. I think that radio, I like, it was nice and simple. Everything was on the front display that I can grab. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. No, brother, I got an Icom 7700, FTDX10, 7300, 991, 891s. I got a couple of those. I got a couple of 705s. I got a bunch of the newer stuff. But every time I go in my radio room, either I turn on a Drake TR7 or a Kenwood TS830, and I just, that was the stuff that when I was a kid, man, I would just dream about. It's like, oh man, I gotta mow like 10,000 yards to even buy the speaker for that radio, And now that
Or rob one bank.
I'm 60, I'm going back and buying all the radios that I dreamed about when I was a kid.
I hear you, man. I bought some stuff that I stared at for a while. I remember the scanner from Radio Shack, the TS or the TS, it's something 2000. It had a blue display on it. I remember. I'm bad on model numbers. I'm not a model number guy, but man, that thing was beautiful. I remember looking at the blue display and the case, and it was like spinning around super fast. And the second I had the money for it, I found one on eBay.
Yeah, I got a couple of those, man. I've
Pro
always
2000.
those scanners too, from
Pro 2001.
One with the blue, and it's like got I think a gray face to it. But I've got a couple of those here in some drawers. I sold a lot of scanners, but I'll never sell those. I like the way they look, also.
Copy that, man. All right, I'm going to see if I can make a couple more contacts here tonight because my time is kind of limited. I gotta head to bed here in a little while, maybe about an hour or so. So I'm gonna try to get as many contacts in as I can before I head out. I'm not gonna be able to play radio till Wednesday or maybe Thursday. So I appreciate the contact up there from Sacramento once again. I don't know if it was Anthony or Tony. I can't remember. 7-3 from Southern California.
All right, appreciate the contact, brother. Always look forward to chatting with you. You have a good rest of your evening. Hope you make some more good contacts. K6EGG N5DIM, Tony in Sacramento, 73.
7-3. QRZ, anybody else out there?
Hello, November 6, Mike Sierra.
November 6, Mike Sierra with an echo?
Hold on.
I don't say it was an echo. I think it's a double.
It was a double.
Oh,
You there?
some difficulty.
No, it just says radio. Yep.
Thank you.
I was a little bit off frequency too. I was from talking to Tony there. What do you got? What do you got? A Echo Master 2000 on your Cobra 148 there?
Four, good buddy. Hey, speaking of which, I noticed you're running compression. Try compression off. I'm curious what it sounds like. N6KEM.
This is compression off, totally off. Oh, wait a minute, it didn't shut off. Hold on. How about there? This is compression off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Was that with it on?
Yeah, so this is with it off right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could hear it in my ears.
Oh yeah, you dropped. I can barely read you. Go ahead and put it back on.
All right, this is with it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's all I copy there, and I just put it on myself. Does that change anything?
Yeah, you actually came up a lot more. I mean, you were totally readable before, but it sounds better.
How do you have all those radios? You don't have that many mouths to talk with.
Was that the N6MS?
I still have a Pro 2000, but the display is dead. It was really good for VHF aircraft, AM.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California. N6 Mary Sierra, you there still? All right, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from the city of Chino, California, 37.8 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Or if you celebrate the metric system, it's 60.8 kilometers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight.
I don't know why I just counted right there. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I felt like I was checking a microphone at work for a second, and I normally don't even do that.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Chino, California, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
K6QQC.
Was that Kilo Foxtrot 6 Quebec Charlie?
That's affirmative.
You're 5'9". Oh wow, you're just in Covina. 5'9" over the hill.
Actually, I'm in Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay, even better. You're 5'9", up the probably 3 hour this time of day, commute up the 101.
All right, Right on. You're about 5'9", bouncing up to about 10 or 12.
Copy that. Are you, is that your new home there, or you're just temporary there?
I'm temporary everywhere right now.
Copy that. Yeah, you sound good. What are you running for your antenna setup right now?
It's just an end-fed.
On 40?
Kind of in an L shape.
I don't think I made a contact with him 40.
Well, it sounds good. Are you in like a park or something, or what's your situation up there?
Or something. No, I'm in a house. I'm just don't know how long I'm going to be here.
I feel you, man. Well, it sounds good. You got it going on radio-wise, that's for sure. I'm sorry, what kind of radio? Did I already ask that you're running?
You didn't. It's an oldie. It's a IC-7610.
Yeah, you're kind of far away.
Copy that. Good audio. Don't make too many contacts from the Santa Barbara area, so it's good to hear you in there. Another place, a hard place for me to get, is like Tulare County, believe it or not, which is, I think, kind of east of you, east and north. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're northeast about 2.5 hours up there by Fresno.
Oh, that's north of Fresno. I thought it was south of Fresno. My bad.
Well, Tulare County. Fresno is in Tulare County, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Fresno is its own county, but I got to double check.
I never did do good in geography.
Yeah, Fresno has its own county. The city of Tulare is south of Fresno, so I got to look up Tulare County. My geographical picture is all screwed up here. So, but I appreciate the contact there from Santa Barbara County.
Hey, no worries. You have a wonderful evening. K6EGG out on your file.
Copy that. Is it Don or Donald you go by?
Either or, I answer to both.
Copy that, Don. 7-3 from Chino, California.
Right on, Chino. Have a good one.
You too. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf called CQ, 40 meters from the city of Chino, California, 2 miles north of the Plains of Fame Museum. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ on 40 meters tonight.
Kilo November 6 Mike Sierra.
There you go. Kilo November 6 Mike Sierra. Sounding good down here.
I was on a different antenna, and it was radio wasn't liking it, so I went back on my end-fed. Yeah, you sound really good down too.
I've never heard somebody echo because of bad antenna. That was weird, man.
Well, the bad antenna was giving me SWR, which puts my Hermes light into a fit with, it picks up that common mode into the cables, and it just goes crazy.
Yeah, I get, sometimes when I'm on 17 meters in my setup here in my ham shack, I get weird stuff like lights turn on that I don't have the gear on, that's just sitting in my rack unplugged in at all. So I know I feel you on that one.
Nice, you like it?
I've actually keyed up on, I think I was on 17, and I could hear myself through the speakers on my computer across the way, so it goes everywhere.
I'm beginning to think that 17 and electronics are not a good mixture, because I think depending on the configuration I have my antenna, my daughter will come in and says, "You're turning my lights on in my room," because I have all LEDs in my house, so it just, I don't know, something doesn't like something.
Mine does that on 20 meters for some reason. The fluorescent light in the garage just flickers every time I'm on 20 meters.
It's not in that the right harmonic multiplier.
Copy that. You double with somebody else. I couldn't tell who that was.
Sorry, it was me. I just had to chime in and say that happens to me on 20 meters. My fluorescent lights in the garage flicker pretty dramatically on 20 meters for some god-awful reason.
I've heard of people's garage doors opening up.
Yeah, I have one of those touch lamps, and when I do FT8, it goes through all different settings.
Look at Colin, knows more about Fresno history than I do, and I've lived 300 miles away.
Yeah, I've had some wild stuff. I've heard some wild stuff. I know when I'm on 17 meters on my ATOS in my car, my seatbelt alert goes off, sensor. So even though it's not on, but it thinks it's on or something. So it goes off for some reason, but that's the only weird thing in my car.
That's crazy.
Those dang Teslas. But good to hear you in there. And KN6MS, great signal once again down here in Chino.
The band is, looking at QRZ, it's not good. But I'm getting through, and you're clear.
I'm sorry.
It's working.
Yeah, I'm trying to get somebody down in San Diego that's actually visiting from Indiana, a fellow ham radio YouTuber, but he says that he can hear the other people stronger than me. I'm closer to him. I think he did a wire outside his hotel window, so that's probably not the best idea or best setup, but still.
Yeah, usually Craig at WB1G is in here at night from San Diego.
Was that somebody from San Diego?
Yeah, my name's Mike here. I'm in Santa Clarita, just 40 miles north of LA.
Yeah, copy that. I thought I heard somebody else in there. Your signal dropped from like over 9 to S8.
Oh yeah, you just went down to like a 3 or a 4.
That's weird. I thought you were somebody else. That's how bad the signals drop. It's like a trap door or something of HF interference or something.
Yeah, you're back. You go from strong to weak. That's pretty wild fluctuation.
Yeah, it is. All right, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can make a couple more contacts. I don't have a lot of time tonight, unfortunately. This is like a Wednesday for me. I'm in the midst of 6 days in a row of work, and then this is a school night for me. Mike, did he drop out totally? Yeah, you doubled, and you dropped out from that double too.
You're still strong up here. Both of y'all are booming.
Strange. Ken, what are you running?
7610 with 100 watts.
That thing sounds beautiful. You running the stock mic?
No, I'm on the SM50. It makes a big difference, I think.
Yeah, you don't sound like Dustin, but you have a distinct voice, like the sound like Dustin has, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I'm running compression now. Usually I don't run compression. It probably makes my voice a little deeper too, which I don't mind.
That's why I like running compression, because it kind of makes my voice a little deeper, my little weak voice deeper too.
Hey, go down to 20 over here in North LA County.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, your Hermes is doing well up here as well. It's like you're sitting next to me.
I don't know why I keep losing Greg, and you're getting him, so something's really going on.
Yeah, Mike, you almost totally blocked.